Welcome to Prophecy Quiz. Ready for a powerful Bible challenge? Today we dive into Revelation, a book of signs, warnings, and end-time mysteries. These 20 questions connect ancient prophecies with events we see today. Subscribe now to Prophecy Quiz so you don't miss what's coming. Let's begin the Revelation challenge. 1. What do the four winds of the earth, held back in Revelation 7 symbolize? A. The calm before the final plagues. B. God's mercy delaying judgment. C. Natural disasters held in suspense. D. The angels protecting Israel. Think carefully before answering. Answer B. God's mercy delaying judgment. In Revelation 7 verse 1, for angels hold back the winds to prevent any harm until God's servants are sealed. These winds represent global destruction, paused by divine mercy. This delay is an act of grace, showing how God restrains chaos until His people are marked as His own. The world may feel out of control, but God is always in charge of the timing of His judgment. 2. According to Revelation 13, what unusual power is given to the image of the beast? A. It can move without assistance. B. It causes earthquakes on command. C. It speaks and gives orders to kill. D. It shines like a star in darkness. Think carefully before answering. Answer C. It speaks and gives orders to kill. Revelation 13 verse 15 describes how the image of the beast was given breath and could speak, ordering the death of all who refused to worship it. This chilling detail hints at spiritual deception mixed with technological power, something shockingly relevant today with artificial intelligence and digital idolatry becoming realities. It's a warning that not all life is from God. 3. What does the great mountain burning with fire in Revelation 8 likely represent? A. A future asteroid. B. A global war. C. A fallen angel. D. The Antichrist. Think carefully before answering. Answer A. A future asteroid. Revelation 8 verse 8 describes something like a great mountain burning with fire, thrown into the sea, causing massive destruction. Many scholars and believers suggest this could be a prophetic description of an asteroid impact. In recent years, even NASA has increased asteroid monitoring, echoing the warnings of ancient prophecy. 4. What is the meaning of the wormwood star in Revelation 8? A. A spiritual leader turned evil. B. A bitter judgment. C. A darkened sun. D. A broken covenant. Think carefully before answering. Answer B. A bitter judgment. In Revelation 8 verses 10 to 11, a star named Wormwood falls and turns waters bitter, killing many. The name itself means bitterness, and symbolizes a judgment that poisons what once gave life. With growing pollution of waters and moral corruption in modern systems, this prophecy feels more literal and near than ever before. 5. Which modern-day technology most resembles the mark of the beast described in Revelation 13? Surveillance drones. B. Blockchain IDs. C. Digital implants and chips. D. Facial recognition software. Think carefully before answering. Answer C. Digital implants and chips. Revelation 13 verses 16 to 17 warns of a mark required to buy or sell. While the exact form is unclear, many believe microchip implants or digital IDs could fulfill this prophecy. As governments and companies push cashless systems and digital IDs, the infrastructure for the mark is already here, making this prophecy disturbingly relevant today. 6. What was the name of the star that fell during the third trumpet in Revelation 8? A. Seraphim. B. Abaddon. C. Wormwood. D. Azazel. Think carefully before answering. Answer C. Wormwood. Wormwood, as named in Revelation 8 verse 11, is both literal and symbolic, a cosmic event that makes the waters bitter and deadly. It speaks of judgment that corrupts even the necessities of life. As environmental issues and water crises grow, this prophecy becomes less distant and more like a headline. 7. Which group is specifically sealed before the earth's destruction begins in Revelation 7? A. The faithful Gentiles. B. The 144,000 from the tribes of Israel. C. The martyrs under the altar. D. The two witnesses. Think carefully before answering. Answer B. The 144,000 from the tribes of Israel. Revelation 7 verse 4 describes 144,000 sealed from the tribes of Israel. This act marks divine ownership and protection, showing God's commitment to fulfill His promises to Israel, even in the darkest hours of history. It reminds us that God always preserves a remnant, even when the world falls apart. 8. What two animals symbolize the beasts of Revelation 13? A dragon and a lion. B. A lamb and a wolf. C. A leopard bear lion beast and a lamb-like speaker. D. A serpent and a vulture. Think carefully before answering. Answer C. A leopard bear lion beast and a lamb-like speaker. The first beast, Revelation 13 verses 1 to 2, combines elements of a leopard, bear, and lion, drawing from Daniel's visions of global empires. The second beast, 13:11, looks like a lamb but speaks like a dragon, symbolizing deceptive spiritual authority. These are not just monsters. They are systems and figures active in our world, disguised as truth but speaking lies. 9. What does Revelation say will happen to the Euphrates River in the last days? A. It will be filled with blood. B. It will dry up to prepare for kings from the east. C. It will overflow and flood the nations. D. It will turn into a sea of fire. Correct answer, B. It will dry up to prepare for kings from the east. Explanation. Revelation 16 verse 12 reveals a powerful sign. the drying up of the Euphrates River to prepare the way for the kings from the east. Today we see this river literally drying due to climate shifts and human intervention. This prophecy, long thought to be symbolic, is manifesting in real headlines, aligning current geography with ancient warnings. Think carefully before you answer. 10. According to Revelation, what unusual plague affects people who worship the beast? A. Their tongues are cut off. B. Their eyes become blind. C. They develop painful and foul-smelling sores. D. Their bodies become as light as air. Correct answer, C. They develop painful and foul-smelling sores. Explanation. Revelation 16 verse 2 says that those who take the mark of the beast will be afflicted with painful and festering sores. This isn't just symbolic. Many see it as a literal consequence of rejecting God and aligning with evil powers. The specificity of this plague stands as a dire warning for those who compromise truth for survival. Think carefully before you answer. Halfway there. Let's keep going with the second half of the challenge. 11. What does Revelation say about a great star called wormwood that falls from the sky? It brings healing to the nations. B. It poisons 1/3 of the waters. C. It causes global darkness. D. It opens the bottomless pit. Answer B. It poisons 1/3 of the waters. Revelation 8 verses 10 to 11 describes a star named wormwood falling from heaven, turning 1/3 of the rivers and springs bitter, and many people dying because of it. This could symbolize a literal event or represent environmental disasters caused by man's actions, like pollution or nuclear fallout, poisoning Earth's resources. Think carefully before you answer. 12. In Revelation, what is the name given to the mark that controls who can buy or sell? A. The seal of God. B. The number of man. C. The mark of the beast. D. The sign of the end. Answer, C. The mark of the beast. Revelation 13 verses 16 to 17 says people will not be able to buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast, either on their right hand or forehead. Many believe this could relate to future digital IDs, implanted chips, or systems of total economic control. It's a warning about totalitarian power over daily life. Think carefully before you answer. 13. What major event follows the silence in heaven for about half an hour? A. The opening of the seventh seal. B. The birth of the Antichrist. C. The resurrection of the dead. D. The fall of Babylon. Answer, A. The opening of the seventh seal. Revelation 8 verse 1 marks a dramatic pause in heaven, symbolizing the seriousness of what's about to unfold. After the silence, judgment begins in full force. Earthquakes, fire, and catastrophic events. This moment builds tension like the calm before a storm. Think carefully before you answer. 14. According to Revelation, how will the two witnesses be killed? A. By a falling star. B. By a beast from the abyss. C. By the angel of death. D. By fire from heaven. Answer B. By a beast from the abyss. Revelation 11 verse 7 tells us that after the two witnesses finish their testimony, the beast that comes up from the abyss will attack, overpower, and kill them. This moment sparks global attention. People rejoice over their death, which shows the world's rebellion against divine truth. Think carefully before you answer. 15. What happens to the bodies of the two witnesses after their death? A. They're buried in Jerusalem. B. They're taken by angels. C. They're left in the street for 3.5 days. D. They're burned in fire. Answer C. They're left in the street for 3.5 days. Revelation 11 verses 8 to 9 reveals their bodies will lie in the streets of the great city for 3.5 days, seen by the entire world. In today's age of global media, this prophecy seems more realistic than ever, as people could watch live broadcasts from any corner of the earth. Think carefully before you answer. 16. What global system does Revelation associate with Mystery Babylon? A religious cult. B. A single world leader. C. A powerful economic empire. D. A lost ancient city. Answer C. A powerful economic empire. Revelation 17-18 describes Mystery Babylon as a luxurious, corrupt system influencing kings and merchants of the earth. It represents a future global economy filled with pride, immorality, and exploitation. Many scholars believe it points to an end-time alliance of commerce, politics, and false religion. Think carefully before you answer. 17. What is the final fate of the beast and the false prophet? A. They repent and are forgiven. B. They rule the earth for eternity. C. They are thrown into the lake of fire. D. They vanish without a trace. Answer C. They are thrown into the lake of fire. Revelation 19 verse 20 says both the beast and the false prophet will be captured and cast alive into the lake of fire, where they will suffer forever. This symbolizes God's ultimate judgment on rebellion, deception, and evil leadership. Think carefully before you answer. 18. How long does Satan remain bound in the abyss during Christ's reign? 7 years. B. 144,000 days. C. 100 years. D. 1,000 years. Answer D. 1,000 years. Revelation 20 verses 1-3 says Satan will be bound for 1,000 years so he can't deceive the nations during Christ's millennial reign. After this, he'll be released briefly before his final defeat. This millennial period is crucial in the unfolding of God's kingdom on earth. Think carefully before you answer. 19. What event marks the end of Satan's influence forever? A. The building of the New Jerusalem. B. The return of the Ark of the Covenant. C. The Great White Throne Judgment. D. His final casting into the lake of fire. Answer D. His final casting into the lake of fire. Revelation 20 verse 10 says that after deceiving the nations one last time, Satan will be thrown into the lake of fire, where the beast and false prophet already are. His judgment is eternal, with no more power to influence mankind. Evil is completely and finally defeated. Think carefully before you answer. 20. What will not be found in the New Jerusalem according to Revelation 21? The sun. B. A temple. C. Angels. D. Rivers. Answer B. A temple. Revelation 21 verse 22 declares that there will be no temple in the New Jerusalem, because the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. The presence of God will be so complete and overwhelming that no physical structure is needed. Heaven is where God fully dwells with His people. Think carefully before you answer. Congratulations for making it to the end. How many did you get right? Comment your score and share this quiz with fellow Bible lovers. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Prophecy Quiz, and click the bell so you never miss a new Bible challenge.